Hey everybody, this is Alberto.
And this is Daniel.
And we are Opti TV.
We are here today at Lago di Garda, Italy, one of the most beautiful places to sail in the world.
It's a really scenic place, and we're here for the 40th annual Optimist meeting held by Fraglia, Vela, Riva here in Riva del Garda. This regatta took the record for largest youth regatta in 2017 when it hosted over 1,400 sailors. This is a really scenic place with challenging conditions that attract a lot of sailors from all over the world.
I think one of my favorite things about this is just looking at so many optimists together, seeing so many sailors together, families. Like, it's just an amazing experience for coaches, parents, the sailors, like everybody. Even tourists that just happen to be here on the lake today, they're just like, wow, is this real?
That's the question we've been asking ourselves this entire trip. Right now we're looking at the start of day 2 of racing. The leaderboard is going to be changing over the next day or two as we settle into the gold, silver fleet divisions. So we're going to take you on a scenic tour of Riva del Garda and the Lake Garda Optimist meeting.
Riva del Garda is a beautiful city. It's a pretty small town with no cars allowed in the main area. Small, full of stuff to do, and it brings everybody together. I just have one word to describe this place. It's just unreal. This place is magical. Like, it's just something you don't see every day. Like, this venue, it's something else. Like, just having such big mountains so close and steep, you know. It's you go from 0 knots and at 11 on the dot, it just fills in and becomes magical to sail here. It's amazing. Well, the wind conditions in this lake are great because in the morning you got light wind, 11 to 12 on the dot, the wind picks up to 15 to 20 knots. So it gives a variety of conditions among the entire lake. So it's a great playground for learning and sailing. This is one of the things that keep amazing me at Lake Garda. It's such a huge lake that has hundreds of beautiful hidden places like this one right now. Just a hidden waterfall on the lake. Like, it just keeps me wondering, like, what else can I find? Every day I'm here is just like, I just think of how unreal this place is. Like, having such big mountains so close to the lake. This lake keeps surprising.
So as we packed up our gear and headed back to shore, we collected our thoughts and wondered what day 3 was going to bring. Already 2 days of racing was incredible. So it's day 2. How do you feel?
Great, it was a great day. The day is not over, but it's been good so far. We got to see a bunch of racing happening. Everybody seemed happy. We didn't have any trouble with anything. I really enjoyed driving down the coastline of the mountain.
And what are we going to do next?
Now we are going to go back, dump the footage, get started on a little something. But before that, get Delia some coffee.
All right.
Like,
as the kids packed up their boats for day 3, we went and got the requisite coffee, which was much needed after a tiring day. But as we ourselves were gathering our own thoughts on this event, we thought to talk to someone who's been here before to contextualize the experience. Why come through the trouble of making it all the way out here to the foothills of the Alps?
Hello, my name is Omari Scott. I am from Antigua, but living in Miami, and I'm with a small group of kids from the Coral Reef Yacht Club, where I'm the head coach of that sailing program. I grew up to become super competitive in the sport as a sailor myself. I like the complexity of the sport, how different it is compared to other sport, and I also like teaching still, which is coaching as well, and coaching kids specifically because I just like to watch the development over time. This is my 5th time here at this venue. I did the World Championships here last summer, and then I was here for another event as well. As I first heard about this place, we started looking at photos on Google, right? So I'm like, oh man, this looks great. And then as we first drove up and we were coming around on the mountainside and I looked down and saw the lake, there was tons of boats. There was just white sails everywhere. And it was just crazy to see that. And I was like, holy smokes, like this place is actually real. The beauty of this place being in between these mountains and to be shore of wind almost every day is amazing. Can't really knock a place like this where you're walking distance from the club with restaurants and bars and great Italian food. The process to get to an event like this for someone new can seem very complicated. For someone with experience, obviously it's something they've done before.
So what does it take to get here? We asked someone who's been here over 20 times.
Right. Hi, my name is Scott Norman. We are here at the 40th Lake Garda meeting in Riva del Garda, Italy. I am here representing 32 sailors and 6 coaches, including myself. Planning for an international event like this, we start 6 months prior to the event. A lot of regattas you're traveling to for the first time, you've got to plan the accommodations, plan the travel, plan the boats that we're chartering, assemble your team, get them all on the same page, and then establish your leadership from the coaching aspect. And of course a plan once you get there for the training, for the regatta days. All of that takes pre-planning and several months before the trip even starts. Once we get to the venue, the course is laid pretty simple with what we need to do. We have a team schedule with certain meetings and certain time for boat preparation. We typically will start our training within a day or two of arrival. We hit the water with the general thought that we want to test our equipment first, make sure that we have everything that we need. We'll get out on the water and we start just loosening up with some boat speed, some boat handling, and then we really start working towards learning the venue. If it's our first time at a venue, then we need to learn the different aspects of sailing, the wind angles, how it shifts, the different types of current, the different types of chop and waves that we have to sail in so that we can strategize a plan for how to be the best we can out on the race course.
The notion of being the best is something that we often encounter in the Opti class. But before you get to being the best, you have to undergo challenges, which there are plenty of in Garda, but also plenty of reward. Sailing is a unique sport and requires unique people in order to undergo the challenges that Mother Nature and the water throw at you.
Coming from Florida where it's warm, the mindset would be need to be tough, right? This is completely different. The difference is here is obviously the massive mountains and it's super cold. This is more like an old town, but this is just like a homey situation similar to what we have in the Caribbean in the villages. Obviously the numbers and the size here is insane, so it's not close that way, but everything else kind of feels a bit homey except for like the weather. The days can be very challenging. When you come to a big event like this, you see countries from different places that you're sailing next to. Some people don't even speak the native tongue or English. Other people, you're with Italians, people from everywhere. So some people get very intimidated. The first time doing something like this can be very challenging. If it is your first event, understand your expectations and your goals for the event. A lot of the sailors that are here, what really drives them is just the fun of being here. The fact that they're having fun just being able to sail will take them through the event. I always say for sailors that racing is fun. Being able to outsmart your competitors by seeing things that they don't see and able to realize how to make those factors help you to be better in each race. Yes, it's challenging, but the fact that most sailors just really love to sail and be on the water is what kind of keeps them in it and drives them through each day of racing.
Our thoughts exactly. It's really a wonder to see so many people brought together with a choice of sport that is so unique and a backdrop that is even more so. It was a real pleasure to have experienced the 40th annual Lake Garda Easter Optimist meeting and to have met so many wonderful people in the Optimist class and get to see just what the Optimist class is all about. Our only hope is that the lessons learned on this lake are carried out from the shadow of the mountains. So it's day 4 and the final day. All racing has concluded, and we can't help but feel like this regatta is literally just something else. From the organization to the level of competition, the dynamics of having 1,000 other boats around you, it really is something worthwhile to come and see for yourself and experience in your sailing career. The regatta is very well organized, the coaches are top notch, and the venue is like no other. As you can see behind me, this place is something out of a movie, and you really have to come and see for yourself to really get the full experience. Thank you to all of our sponsors, Scott Norman and Norman Sailing, for bringing us along for the experience, to O2 Sailing and the Coconut Grove Sailing Club for providing logistical support, and of course to all of you who watch Opti TV, thank you guys.
It has been an out-of-the-world experience here at Lake Garda. I really hope you guys enjoy this.
We had a lot of fun making this video and bringing you guys the images from this lake in the middle of 2 mountainsides, sitting in the shadows of the Alps here in Italy.
Please stay tuned because we're gonna come with lots of more content. If you have not subscribed or follow us on Instagram, please do because we're gonna be posting a lot and you'll enjoy it.
This has been Alberto.
And this is Daniel, and thank you for watching.
See you next time.